Welcome to
WeAreTPM.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm John Teixeira. This is Kyle Teixeira. He's my son. I am the team leader of Teixeira Realty Group, CEO and co-partner of Teixeira Property Management. My son is the general manager of both Teixeira Realty Group and Teixeira Property Management. He also is my partner in our property management business. Thanks for joining us, Kyle.
Of course.
We intend for this show to be an inspiration to explore the ways that you can build wealth with real estate, right, Kyle?
Yes, the vast majority of the ways you can do it.
There's a ton of ways, isn't there? Kyle, tell us a little bit. I just wanted to, with this little introduction, I just want to share with our audience what they can expect as we move forward with our show.
Well, that's a good question, and that's why we're here, and that's why you're going to tune back in. So our intentions here are to educate, inspire of how real estate and how the avenues of real estate can create wealth in many ways for you, whether you know about them or you don't. Spread that knowledge to the masses.
Love it.
So how we're going to be doing that, or our plan for doing that, is every week we will have a topic of discussion that we'll run through and try to share as much information with you as we can. And then we will bring in a sponsor partner who we hope will add some more fruitful value to whatever we educate you on. It's always good to have a third-party perspective, so we want to bring that to you every week.
Yes,
And
sir.
then lastly, we plan to have a guest to share their experience with you separate from that is not tied directly into the real estate world necessarily, but can give you a external perspective that you may have about these points and topics.
Kyle, I'm really pumped up about this show and this format and educating people. How are you excited about doing it with me?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm psyched. I mean, we talk about these topics all the time, and I'm love to get it out to everybody to have.
So I want to talk about just some of my inspirations, if I could share with you, Kyle. And I know that you have some inspirations too for why you wanted to do this. We're calling it a show, this video blog / podcast. I have it. This. You've seen this through my career. I have a genuine desire just to help people understand the concept of building wealth through real estate, right? And so my first inspiration is this audience. Anybody who chooses to listen, if they get something out of it, it always amazes me how many people listen to me for whatever reason. I have no idea why anybody listens to me, but they do. And so that inspires me, and that's my biggest inspiration here. My second biggest inspiration is my family, my business family. You, my other son that works for me, Shanna that works in the office, my wife is our transaction coordinator, all of our agents, everybody that's in our business family. I get up and I come to work every day, and I work that much harder because I got to do it for them, right? I want them to be inspired the same way that I'm inspired. And you know what else? The other thing that really makes me want to be better and do better is my peers, my colleagues, and my coaches. So I am so blessed to have a ton of peers and coaches throughout the world that I regularly network with. And you know this, Kyle, I'm jetting over here and jetting over there, and it's all for a purpose. And we all inspire one another so that we're better. And so I'm hoping that this show inspires them and just the same way that they can inspire me. And then lastly, one of my biggest inspirations for this is the guy behind the producer's board over there, Steve Casillo. We're in his studio right now filming this.
In Podcast Mansfield Recording Studio.
There we go. Love it. Thank you, Kyle. and Steve put this together, and so you call this Cellmark Studios, don't you? And his podcast about Mansfield really inspired me to use this medium to do exactly what we've been doing, right, Kyle? We get out there and we go on Facebook or on Instagram, or we do all the things that we do, but Steve has inspired me to use this medium to educate and to get to our audience in a deeper way. So I really appreciate that. Kyle, what are your inspirations for doing this? Why are we going to do it?
Really, a lot of my inspirations do tie into kind of what you said, but the main one is it may sound cliche, but it's sharing knowledge. It's sharing knowledge with everybody out there. Um, and I say that from a perspective of it's what I'm constantly doing, and it's just because I love learning, and I love learning about a lot of different things in a lot of different areas. It's just call me a sponge or whatever you want to call it,
That's
but
true.
it's something I get told on a regular basis, and I'm not shy to share that knowledge that I learned, mainly because it's not something I do because I want to get a step up on anybody. For the reasons it's truly a passion. So it inspires me to share that. That I can share some of my experiences, my knowledge with those that need it about things that can significantly kickstart or push their lives forward, whether it's financial, whether it's just everyday life. Because those are the things that matter to people. Life experience matters to all of us. So if I can help that experience in any way I can, I'm always more than willing. So I had somebody tell me the other day that they got an hour with me on the phone, and that was the most amazing part of their year so far, that they were even able
Wow.
that they were able to get me for an hour. It wasn't necessarily information, but
Wow. I don't know if I'm more surprised that inspired them or that they got you for an hour. That's great.
see,
I
you're
love it.
you're also surprised here. So they got me on a rant about something that that I'm really passionate about, and that's the end of the day. It's about sharing knowledge, and knowledge can lead to wealth, but knowledge is wealth as well. So that's really what it is. And of course, my family, and just doing the things I love on a day-to-day basis.
Thanks for sharing that with us. You know what? We have no idea what we're doing here, right? We have a format that we're going to follow and we're going to be consistent with, and we're really looking forward to it, and we're really hoping it brings value to our audience. So we would love it as we move forward that you tune in, that you subscribe in all the different ways that you could subscribe. Go to all wherever you go, look for podcasts, it'll be on there, right? Apple Play and Spotify, and I
Apple
don't even
Music.
know all the ways, but they're all going to be there. It's going to be there on all of them. And give us some feedback. Let us know. Kyle, do you want them to let us know when we suck?
Yes, definitely.
Let
It's
us
just
know
like
when we
sharing
suck.
information. I love feedback. Let us know whatever your opinion is. If you like to see something else, whatever it may be, we want to know it, because
I'm being funny though. I don't really want to know. I don't want you to tell me if I suck, but we definitely want to know if you have questions, right? If there are certain topics that we're hitting, Kyle and I have some great ideas for topics that we think that are going to be valuable to you. But sometimes you can inspire us to move in a different direction. So shoot those topics to us. We'd love to hear about it. Speaking of that, Kyle, our first topic next week that we're going to do, this is going to be a weekly podcast, by the way. And next week we're going to do, should you incorporate short-term or vacation rentals into your portfolio?
Yep.
And we've got Teresa Okoro coming in to be our special guest to help us with that topic and to share with us her experience with real estate investing.
Yeah, she's one of our current clients that kind of does both. So she'll be a great resource, hopefully, for not just us and the show, but for if you have ever had that question, or for the answers to that question. So
love it. I look forward to it, Kyle. Let's have fun with this, and we'll figure it out as we go.
that sounds good. And don't forget, WeAreTPM.
WeAreTPM. I love it.
Which
Should
stands
we
for
do it
Teixeira
again?
Property Management, by the way. But it's the last time I'm going to explain that.
Is that the last time? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, because we are TPM. They
TPM.
got to know this.
We are TPM.
So,
You want to do that again? You want to do remember we are TPM?
I didn't
Let's
forget.
see if we can do that again.
I didn't forget.
No, we're just babbling, Steve. Should
And
we
as
end it?
always, we are TPM.
There you go. Love it. That was good. I think you ought to use that right
I
there.
think you should use all of that. Yeah.